It's 2 in the morning. You're wide awake. Again. Your mind won't shut off. There's that work project you keep putting off. The fitness goal you abandoned 3 months ago. The business idea collecting dust in your notes app. You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow. Fresh, focused. But deep down, you know the truth. Tomorrow looks exactly like today. You're not lazy. You're just scattered, overwhelmed, doing 100 things but mastering nothing. Sound familiar? What if I told you the problem isn't your willpower, it's your focus, and there's a book that cracks the code? Welcome to The Power of Focus by Mark Victor Hansen, Jack Canfield, and Les Hewitt. Chapter 2. What is the power of focus? So, what is this book really about? Here's the direct answer. The power of focus teaches you that success isn't about doing more, it's about doing less, better. The authors reveal that highly successful people don't have more time or talent than you. They simply focus on their top priorities, eliminate distractions ruthlessly, and build habits that compound over time. The core message: your life is shaped by what you consistently focus on. Master your focus, master your results. This isn't another motivational fluff piece. Hansen, Canfield, and Hewitt studied thousands of high achievers and distilled their findings into 10 focused strategies. Today, we're diving into the 6 most powerful habits that'll transform how you work, live, and win. Because here's the thing. Most people know what to do, they just don't do what they know. This book bridges that gap. Let's get into it. Chapter 3. Why most people fail at focus. Before we jump into the habits, we need to understand why focus is so hard in the first place. Picture this. You're a marketing manager in Atlanta. Your phone buzzes, Slack message, email notification. Your kid's school just sent a reminder. Your boss wants a quick call. Instagram is calling your name. By 10 a.m., you've touched 20 different things and completed nothing meaningful. This is the focus crisis, and it's not your fault. We live in the age of distraction. The average American checks their phone 96 times a day. That's once every 10 minutes. We're drowning in information, starving for wisdom. The power of focus argues that most people fail not because they lack ambition, but because they spread themselves too thin. They say yes to everything, prioritize nothing, and wonder why they're exhausted and empty-handed. The authors call this the activity trap, being busy without being productive, movement without meaning, motion without meaning. But here's the good news. Focus is a skill, not a gift. You can learn it, you can master it. And over the next 6 habits, you're going to discover exactly how. Let's go. Chapter 4. Habit 1. Your habits define your future. Meet Sarah. She's a 34-year-old accountant from Denver. Every morning, she hits snooze 3 times, scrolls social media in bed for 20 minutes, skips breakfast, grabs a drive-through coffee loaded with sugar, and rushes to work feeling frazzled. By noon, she's exhausted. By 3 p.m., she's hitting that energy crash. By evening, she collapses on the couch, promising herself tomorrow will be different. Spoiler alert, it never is. Here's what the book makes crystal clear. Your habits are your destiny. Not your goals, not your dreams, your habits. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And most people have terrible systems. The power of focus identifies your habits define your future as the foundational strategy because everything else builds on this. The authors explain that successful people have successful habits. Poor people have poor habits. It's that simple and that hard. They break habits into 2 categories. Bad habits drain your energy, waste your time, and move you backwards. Think endless scrolling, procrastination, saying yes to every request, skipping workouts, eating junk food, staying up too late. Good habits compound over time. They're small, boring, and unsexy, but they're the difference between mediocrity and mastery. Think waking up early, reading daily, exercising consistently, planning your week, tracking your money. Here's the kicker. You can't just add good habits, you have to replace bad ones. The book introduces the bad habit list. You write down every habit that's sabotaging your success. Then you identify which 3 are doing the most damage. Then you create a replacement strategy for each one. The application. Let's make this practical. Grab a pen right now or mentally commit to doing this after this video. Step 1. Write down your 3 worst habits. Be brutally honest. Maybe you check your phone first thing in the morning. Say yes to every social invitation even when you're exhausted. Eat lunch at your desk while scrolling. Step 2. For each bad habit, create a replacement. Instead of phone first thing, read for 10 minutes. Instead of saying yes to everything, use the 24-hour rule before committing. Instead of eating at your desk, take a real lunch break outside. Step 3. Start with one habit. Just one. Master it for 30 days before adding another.
Let's go back to Sarah. She identified her worst habit, hitting snooze. Her replacement? Putting her phone across the room, forcing herself to stand up to turn off the alarm. Guess what happened? Within 2 weeks, she was waking up on time. Within a month, she added a 10-minute walk before work. Within 3 months, her energy, mood, and productivity had completely transformed. All from changing one habit. The takeaway? Here's what you need to remember. Your habits are either moving you toward your dreams or away from them. There's no neutral ground. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. You can't change your life until you change your habits. What's one habit that's quietly sabotaging your success right now? Drop it in the comments. Let's hold each other accountable. And if you're already working on replacing a bad habit, tell us what it is. You might inspire someone else to start. Chapter 5. Habit 2. Ask better questions. Get better answers. Let's talk about Marcus. He's a freelance graphic designer in Austin. Business is slow. He's stressed about money, frustrated about clients, and stuck in a mental loop. Every day, he asks himself the same questions. Why is this so hard? Why do other designers get all the good clients? Why can't I catch a break? And you know what answers he gets? Excuses, blame, bitterness. His brain feeds him exactly what he asks for, reasons why he's failing. This is where the power of focus drops a truth bomb. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of the questions you ask. Think about it. Your brain is a supercomputer. Whatever you ask, it tries to answer. Ask a lousy question, get a lousy answer. Ask a powerful question, get a powerful answer. Most people ask disempowering questions. Why does this always happen to me? Why am I so unlucky? What's wrong with me? These questions send your brain hunting for evidence of failure. And it will find it, because confirmation bias is real. But successful people, They ask different questions. What can I learn from this? How can I use this challenge to grow? What's one thing I can do right now to move forward? The authors call this solution-focused thinking. Instead of dwelling on problems, you hunt for solutions. Instead of playing the victim, you play the strategist. Here's the framework from the book. Bad question. Why can't I ever succeed? Better question. What's working and how can I do more of it? Bad question. Why don't people respect me? Better question. What can I do to show up with more confidence and value? Bad question. Why am I stuck? Better question. What's one small step I can take today? The application. Let's bring it home. Action 1. For the next 7 days, track your internal questions. Notice what you ask yourself when things go wrong. Write them down. Action 2. Reframe each disempowering question into an empowering one. Use this formula. Why is this happening? Becomes, what is this teaching me? Why am I failing? Becomes, what's one thing I can improve? Why don't I have what they have? Becomes, what actions can I take to create similar results? Let's return to Marcus. He stopped asking, why is business slow? And started asking, what do my best clients have in common? He realized his favorite projects came from tech startups. So he asked another question. Where do tech founders hang out online? That question led him to join founder communities on Twitter and Reddit. Within 3 months, he had 4 new retainer clients, all because he changed his questions. The takeaway? Lock these in. Weak questions create weak lives. Powerful questions create powerful lives. Your brain will always answer the questions you ask. Make sure you're asking the right ones. Stop asking, why me? Start asking, what now? What's one question you ask yourself all the time that's keeping you stuck? Share it below, and let's help each other reframe it into something that actually moves us forward. Chapter 6. Habit 3. Create confident focus. Meet Jennifer. She's a high school English teacher in Charlotte, North Carolina. She loves teaching, but lately she's drowning. After school, she tutors. Weekends, she grades papers. She's on 3 committees she didn't want to join. She volunteers at church. She helps her sister with her kids. Everyone calls Jennifer when they need something. And Jennifer, she can't say no. She's stretched so thin, she's transparent. Her marriage is strained. Her health is declining. She hasn't read a book for pleasure in 2 years. She's exhausted, resentful, and wondering where her life went.
This habit is a game changer. Build confident focus. The book defines confident focus as the ability to identify your top priorities and protect them fiercely. It's about saying no to good things so you can say yes to great things. Here's the harsh truth. Most people are afraid to focus because focus requires sacrifice. If you focus on building your business, you might miss some social events. If you focus on your health, you might have to cut back on Netflix. If you focus on your family, you might have to step back from certain opportunities. But here's the paradox. Trying to do everything means you master nothing. Confident focus means choosing your lane and staying in it. The authors introduce 3 strategies. 1. Identify your top 3 priorities. What are the 3 most important areas of your life right now? Not 10, not 5, 3. Maybe it's your health, your business, your family. Everything else? Secondary. 2. Eliminate energy vampires. Energy vampires are people, activities, or commitments that drain you without giving anything back. The book says you need to audit your life and ruthlessly cut out what's not serving you. 3. Practice the power of no. Saying no isn't selfish, it's self-preservation. Every yes to something unimportant is a no to something that matters. The application. Time to get tactical. Action 1. The top 3 exercise. Right now, seriously, pause the video if you need to. Write down your top 3 priorities. Not what you think they should be, what they actually are, based on your goals and values. Action 2. The energy vampire audit. List 5 things currently draining your energy. Could be a toxic friend, a committee you hate, a side hustle that's going nowhere, social media, endless Zoom meetings. Pick one and eliminate it this week. Action 3. The no script. Practice saying no without guilt. I appreciate you thinking of me, but I'm focused on other priorities right now. That sounds great, but I'm not taking on anything new this month. I'm honored, but I have to pass so I can stay focused. Back to Jennifer. She did the top 3 exercise. Her priorities? Her marriage, her health, her actual teaching, not committees. She quit 2 committees. She stopped tutoring. She told her sister she could only babysit once a month. She blocked off Sunday mornings for herself. At first, she felt guilty. People were disappointed. But 6 months later, her marriage was thriving. She'd lost 20 pounds. Her students noticed she had more energy. She was reading again. Confident focus gave Jennifer her life back. The takeaway. Burn these into your brain. You can do anything, but you can't do everything. Saying no to the wrong things makes room for the right things. Protect your focus like your life depends on it, because it does. What's one thing you need to say no to this week? Comment below. Let's normalize protecting our focus and setting boundaries. Chapter 7. Habit 4. Build excellent relationships. Let's talk about David. He's 29 years old, a software developer in Seattle. Smart guy, good job. But here's the thing. His social circle is holding him back. His college roommates still want to party every weekend. His coworker constantly complains about the company. His cousin keeps pitching him sketchy investment schemes. Nobody in his life is pushing him to grow. David wants to level up, start a side business, get healthier, read more. But every time he tries, his environment pulls him back down. The power of focus makes a bold claim. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Look around. Your friends, colleagues, family. They're shaping your mindset, habits, and results. If you hang out with complainers, you'll complain.
If you hang out with dreamers who never execute, you won't execute. If you hang out with people who prioritize health, growth, and success, you'll rise with them. The book breaks relationships into 3 categories. Energy drainers, people who complain, gossip, and pull you into negativity. Energy neutrals, people who are fine but don't challenge or inspire you. Energy gainers, people who encourage, challenge, and elevate you. Here's the hard part. You might need to distance yourself from some people you care about, not out of cruelty, but out of self-preservation. The authors aren't saying cut everyone off. They're saying be intentional. Spend more time with energy gainers. Limit time with energy drainers. Build a personal board of advisors, mentors, peers, and friends who genuinely want you to win. The application. Let's apply this. Action 1. The Energy Drainer Audit.
List the 5 people you spend the most time with. For each, ask, do they inspire me? Do they support my goals? Do I feel energized or drained after we hang out? Be honest. This isn't about judging people. It's about protecting your future. Action 2. Reduce time with energy drainers. You don't have to cut people off. Just create boundaries. Maybe instead of weekly hangouts, you do monthly. Maybe you avoid certain topics. Maybe you stop answering every call. Action 3. Seek out energy gainers. Join communities where your kind of people hang out. Find a mastermind group. Hire a coach. Connect with people online who are on a similar path. Go to events. Put yourself in rooms where growth-minded people gather. David made the shift. He stopped going out every weekend. He joined an online community for aspiring entrepreneurs. He started having coffee with a senior developer at work who had the career he wanted. Within a year, he launched his side business. He got promoted. He felt more motivated than he had in years. Your environment shapes your identity. Choose it wisely. The takeaway. Memorize these. Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. You can't soar with eagles if you're hanging out with turkeys. Protect your circle like you protect your bank account, because it's just as valuable. Who's one person in your life who genuinely makes you better? Give them a shout out in the comments. And if you're looking to level up your circle, let's connect in the comments and support each other's growth. Chapter 8. Habit 5. Design your ideal environment. This is Lisa. She's a freelance writer in Portland, Oregon. She works from home. Well, she tries to. Her office is her kitchen table. It's covered in mail, coffee mugs, and her kids' homework. The TV is always on in the background. Her phone sits next to her laptop, buzzing constantly. She has a mountain of laundry staring at her from the couch. She sits down to write at 9 a.m. By noon, she's written 200 words and feels like a failure. Here's a truth that'll set you free. Your environment is stronger than your willpower. You can have all the motivation in the world, but if your environment is chaotic, cluttered, and distracting, you'll lose every single time. The power of focus teaches that successful people design their environment to support their goals. They don't rely on discipline alone. They set up systems that make success automatic and failure difficult. Think about it. If you want to eat healthy, but your pantry is full of junk food, you'll fail. If you want to read more, but your phone is on your nightstand, you'll scroll instead. If you want to focus, but your desk faces a window with constant activity, you'll get distracted. The book offers 3 environment design principles. 1. Remove temptations. Make bad choices hard. Delete social media apps. Hide junk food. Turn off notifications. Better yet, leave your phone in another room while you work. 2. Create friction for distractions. Want to stop watching so much TV? Unplug it after each use. Want to stop impulse buying? Delete your saved credit card info from websites. 3. Make good choices easy. Lay out your workout clothes the night before. Prep healthy meals on Sunday. Set up your workspace the night before so you can dive straight in. Back to Lisa. She carved out a real workspace in her guest room. She put her phone in a drawer during work hours. She worked during her kids' school hours and set clear boundaries. She started her day with a clean, organized desk. Her productivity tripled. Her stress plummeted. She started hitting her income goals. Your environment isn't neutral. It's either helping you or hurting you. The takeaway: write these down. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your environment. Discipline is overrated. Design your environment right and success becomes inevitable. If you want different results, create a different environment. What's one change you're going to make to your environment this week? Drop it below. Let's inspire each other to design spaces that support our dreams. Chapter 9. Habit 6. Take consistent action.
Meet Brian. He's a 40-year-old sales manager in Miami. He's been talking about writing a book for 5 years. He has the idea, the title, the outline. He's read every book on writing. He's watched every YouTube video on self-publishing. But he hasn't written a single page because Brian is stuck in what the authors call paralysis by analysis. He's planning, researching, and preparing, but never executing. This is the final and most crucial habit. Take consistent action. Here's the brutal truth. Knowledge without action is useless. You can read every self-help book on the planet, watch every motivational video, attend every seminar, but if you don't do anything, nothing changes. The power of focus emphasizes that success isn't about massive action. It's about consistent action. Think small, daily wins, not giant leaps. The book introduces the do it now principle. When you know what you need to do, you do it immediately. No hesitation, no negotiation, no waiting for perfect conditions, because perfect conditions don't exist. Most people wait for the right time, it never comes, the right mood, motivation is unreliable, the right resources, you'll figure it out as you go, the right plan, plans change anyway. Meanwhile, successful people start before they're ready. They take messy action. They course correct along the way. The authors also talk about the law of diminishing intent. The longer you wait to do something, the less likely you are to ever do it. That idea you had yesterday, if you don't act on it within 48 hours, it's probably dead. The application. Time to move. Action 1. The 48-hour rule. When you get an idea or set a goal, take one action toward it within 48 hours. Doesn't have to be big, just something. Want to start a podcast? Research microphones. Want to get healthy? Schedule a doctor's appointment. Want to write a book? Write one page. Action 2. The daily non-negotiable. Pick one action related to your biggest goal. Do it every single day. No excuses, no skipping, even if it's for 5 minutes. Want to build a business? Reach out to one potential client daily. Want to get fit? Do 10 push-ups daily. Want to write a book? Write 200 words daily. Consistency beats intensity. Action 3. The start ugly mindset. Stop waiting for perfect. Your first draft will suck. Your first workout will be hard. Your first sales call will be awkward. Do it anyway. Progress requires imperfection. Brian finally applied this. He committed to writing 300 words a day. Some days were terrible. Some days he wrote gold. But 6 months later, he had a completed manuscript. He took consistent action, and the book that lived in his head for 5 years finally existed in the real world. The takeaway: tattoo these on your soul. Action is the antidote to fear, doubt, and procrastination. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Consistent action beats perfect planning every single time. What's one action you're taking today toward your biggest goal? I don't care how small it is. Tell us in the comments. Let's build a community of action takers, not just dream chasers. Chapter 10. Top FAQs about focus. Let's tackle the most common questions people have about building focus and making these habits stick. FAQ 1. How do I stay consistent when I lose motivation? Here's the reality. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes like the weather. You can't build a life on motivation. You build it on systems and habits. The power of focus teaches that you don't wait to feel motivated. You act, and motivation follows. Start with tiny habits. Make them so small you can't say no. Want to work out? Commit to 5 minutes. Want to write? Commit to 1 paragraph. Once you start, momentum takes over. Also, track your progress visually. Use a habit tracker, a calendar, or a journal. Seeing that streak of consistent days creates its own motivation. You won't want to break the chain. And remember, missing 1 day is human. Missing 2 days is the start of a pattern. Get back on track immediately. FAQ 2. What if I have too many goals and can't pick just one focus area? This is where most people sabotage themselves. They want everything now. The book is clear. You can't focus on 10 things at once. That's not focus, that's chaos. Here's what to do. Write down every goal you have. Then ask yourself, if I could only achieve 1 goal in the next 90 days, which would have the biggest impact on my life? That's your focus. The other goals don't disappear. They just go on the back burner. Focus on 1 major goal per quarter. Nail it, then move to the next. This is called sequential focus, and it's how successful people build unstoppable momentum. Trying to chase 5 rabbits means you catch none. Chase 1 and you eat. FAQ 3. How do I deal with distractions, especially my phone and social media? Your phone is the biggest focus killer of the 21st century, period. The power of focus would tell you this: treat your phone like a tool, not a toy. Here are practical steps. First, delete social media apps from your phone. Access them only on your computer during designated times. Second, turn off all notifications except calls and texts from key people. Fourth, use app timers. Most phones let you set daily limits for specific apps. Fifth, Create phone-free zones. No phones at meals, no phones in the bedroom, no phones during the first hour of your day. Sixth, batch your phone time. Check messages twice a day, maybe at noon and 5 p.m. Outside those windows, it's in another room. Your phone should serve you, not enslave you. FAQ 4. What if people in my life don't support my new focus habits? This is tough but common. When you start leveling up, some people won't get it. Some will even resent it. It's not about them, it's about their own insecurities. You have two options. First, communicate clearly. Explain why these changes matter to you. Set boundaries lovingly but firmly. I'm focusing on my health, so I won't be going out as much. Second, accept that some relationships will fade, and that's okay. Not everyone is meant to go where you're going. The book reminds us that successful people are protective of their time and energy. Surround yourself with positive, supportive people.
With people who celebrate your growth, not sabotage it. And remember, the best way to inspire others is to show them your results, not convince them with words. Let your transformation speak for itself. Chapter 11. Final takeaways. Your focus, your future. We've covered a lot. Let's bring it all home. The Power of Focus isn't just another self-help book. It's a blueprint, a battle plan, a wake-up call for anyone who's tired of spinning their wheels and ready to actually move forward. Here's what we learned today. Your habits define your future. Stop waiting for motivation. Replace one bad habit with one good one. Do it now. Ask better questions. Your brain is listening. Stop feeding it garbage questions. Start asking questions that empower, not paralyze. Build confident focus. You can't do everything. Pick your top 3 priorities and protect them like your life depends on it. Say no to good things so you can say yes to great things. Surround yourself with the right people. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose wisely. Seek out energy gainers. Distance yourself from energy drainers. Design your environment for success. Your willpower will fail you. Your environment won't. Make good choices easy. Make bad choices hard. Take consistent action. Stop planning, stop researching, stop waiting. Start now. Start messy. Start imperfect. Just start. Here's the big idea. Your life right now is the sum of your focus. If you're scattered, your results are scattered. If you're focused, your results compound. Think about it. What if you focused on your health for 90 days? Really focused. Tracked your food, hit the gym 4 times a week, got 8 hours of sleep. Where would you be? What if you focused on your business for 90 days? Posted content daily, reached out to 10 potential clients a week, learned 1 new skill a month? How would your income look? What if you focused on your relationships for 90 days? Had weekly date nights? Put your phone away during dinner? Actually listened when your partner talked? How would your connection feel? Focus is the ultimate leverage. It's the difference between drifting and driving, between existing and excelling. And here's the beautiful part. You already have everything you need. You don't need more time. You don't need more resources. You don't need a better situation. You just need focus. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one habit from this video, just one. Commit to it for the next 30 days. Track it, protect it. Let it become part of who you are. Maybe it's waking up 30 minutes earlier.
Maybe it's saying no to one commitment that's draining you. Maybe it's asking yourself better questions when things go wrong. Maybe it's designing your workspace. Maybe it's taking one daily action toward your biggest goal. Whatever it is, start today. Not tomorrow, today. Because here's the truth that Mark Victor Hansen and his co-authors want you to understand. Your future isn't decided by what you hope for. It's decided by what you focus on. And right now, you get to choose. Will you stay scattered, or will you focus? Will you stay stuck, or will you move? Will you stay the same, or will you transform? The power is in your hands. The choice is yours, and the time is now. If this video hit home, do me a favor. Smash that like button. Subscribe to Ladder Up English so we can keep breaking down the books that actually change lives. And hit that notification bell, because we're just getting started. Drop a comment below telling me which habit you're committing to. Let's build a community of people who don't just consume content, they take action. I'll be in the comments cheering you on. And if you know someone who's feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or scattered right now, share this video with them. You might just change their life. Remember, success isn't about doing more. It's about focusing on what matters most. Your focus determines your future. So focus wisely, focus intentionally, focus powerfully. This is Ladder Up English, and I'll see you in the next video. Now go out there and make something happen.